I've been down the bank 6 o'clock this morning, and I can't dig them all out to show you, but I've got 40 rolls there. I've got 50 cents and I've got $1. I've got 20 rolls of each actually, 20 ones and 20 rolls of 50. So 800 coins, quite a few. Don't know if I'll get through all of them, and they're from my little bank. Excuse me. So yeah, went down the little bank, and luckily for me, they'd stocked it up, and yeah, and I got all the coins I wanted. And I should have done a lesson number 4. I took a plastic bag down. How much? 40 rolls. I don't know. We're talking 8-10 kilos or something or more. And the bag nearly broke. Anyway, that's my little bank. That's right there, kilo. What I've got. Yeah, so anyhow, I've got mail calls to do, but I was going to do them last night, but I had a rest, and I thought I'll save them for tonight or tomorrow. But I went down the mailbox, and there was something in there for me from NNC, NN Collectibles. I sent him up for badge and a couple of things, so he sent me something back, which is excellent. And I can feel there's coins in there, so that'll be for my gratitude coin album, which is coming along all right. Got coins in there already that people have sent to me, and then when it's full, I'll draw out people out of there to win prizes. And I've got a gold coin to go start it off. So half a gram, Australia $2 coin, gold. So that's in there to start off the prizes, as with a 2012 limited edition. Won't open it up, but it's the 2012 50 cents the ballet, 50 years of ballet, and it's got a set of 10 stamps that are silver foiled, and you can only get them in here, and they made 300. This is number 126, so it's a hard PNC. Really nice, that. So there's 2 to start off the gratitude coin album. When it gets full, I'll draw out people from the album, and I'll give away some prizes. Look at the description. I've got details there for the video that tells you all about it, and the rules and all that in there. And then I've got another one was in there. There you go, Aussie. And this is off Christine and Michael, Christine Brown. And so they've sent me something. I'm not sure if it's going to be for the gratitude coin album, or it's going to be for the Badges Book of Badges. This one. And I started that up for people to send in all their spare badges that they've got. And so when this one gets filled up, we're on the 3rd page now. That's all the latest ones of Gary McEwen. But when this gets filled up, all 120 of them, I'm going to give away the whole album. So if you've got any spare badges, send them in. No matter how many badges you send, there's just one entry in this, and I'll be giving away the whole album. And that's off Snapper. You send a big one. It won't go in these. 40mm maximum to fit in there. 40mm max. About 38 really. Anyway, that wouldn't fit in, but I put it on the front with the poppy that he sent. So that's in there. So anyway, that's in the description. So I think I might have something from Christine for the Badges Book of Badges, and I know that from NN Collectibles, their coins in there. I can feel it. That one's a 50. Not sure. Feels, yeah, because he hasn't put cardboard in there. I can see right into it. Anyway, that'll be tonight or tomorrow on that one. Jobby, how you going, buddy? So I'm actually sitting down for a change. I lowered all my camera down so I can sit down, because I've been standing up for the last, I don't know, couple of months, because I've had the camera set so high. Anyhow, so my little bank, so let's hope there's, well, I've got a ton out, Millennium 2000, with the NQ flag, would be nice. There's a heap of coins anyway, but I've got these straight off because that was a nice 77 sitting on the top. Well, it looked nice, got a few scratches. A Jubilee. See if I can come up any further there. Yeah, so it looked nice. If I'm not pulling out all of these to put them to the side to show you how many's in there. If I don't pull them out, they're common. I'm just saying that you can find them every day. You don't need me to tell you. You got your books, your albums, you know what you want. What I'll show you is nice coins and not the low mints, uncommon stuff, and stuff that's worth money if you was going to sell it. But all your commemoratives, if that didn't have all the marks on it and it was better, I would have kept it. But I know I can find better, and I have better. So 72, that's the second lowest under the 85. So 72, 73, that's not too bad. It hasn't got much wear on it. It's been hit a bit though. But 5 million, you probably want to keep some of them, I'd say. They're getting scarcer, in better condition. Oops. Just seeing if this is better me sitting down. I think it is. Looking for the shadow bars. You can see it's just got partial, a little partial one there. Not good though. $79 double bar. No, of course not, because it's a better condition coin. When you want them, you don't find them that often in the condition you want, the better one. There's a crop circle on there. So we've got a 2021 with a crop circle. Still going to keep that in focus. You can see it just there right in the center. See if I can get it there. So there's a die crack, round die crack too, which, I'm sure there's going to be bubble ones of the, or dot, it'll turn into a complete dot when it chips right out of the die. And there's another one to find on this, and it's under the beak, just there. Let me see if this one might, oh, that's better. No, nothing directly under that beak, on that reading directly under it. There's a crop circle which looks like a Fruit Loop, and then there's a dot in the exact same spot where it's gone further and completely rounded over. So let's see if this will, there's that crop circle right there in the middle, just next to her crown. Right angles to the hair and crown there. Yeah, beautiful. The 2021, another crop circle. Got a few of them now. 2000, that doesn't look too bad. Excuse me. Yeah, geez, I think there's 5.4 million or 5.7. Excuse me. Special one made for us in 2000. It's not too bad on that side, A lot of people collect them. It's not too bad. It's a low mint. If they're in real nice condition, I'll keep them. Otherwise, I won't. On this one, I'm always looking for the die crack coming off that emu there. You can get the trail lines here. See if this thing might help. No, nothing there. If you're not sure about those trail lines, I've got a video on them called Trail Lines in 2001. Excuse me, it's the only coin I know of that's got them. They look like, they're not die cracks because they're raised. They don't look like die, well, you know, they give you an indication that they're raised, that like die cracks, but they're not. They're raised, but they're nice, straight, always vertical, never horizontal. And to the left-hand quadrant, past the 5. I'll open up this $1. It's got the 2001 because it's rotate. Oh, I haven't looked over here, Joby. No, I've never found a 66 in a roll, no. They should be getting found in there, but we don't. But there is, I think I've had 2 subscribers tell me they did. Oh, one of them is Steve Punter. No rotate, and these are supposedly got the large head, all spaced IRB, supposedly. But you can get these with 2 reverse dies. One's the thin date, and one is the broad date on the 1901. Let me just check that. That's got a cud. Oh yeah, that's 2. Huh. Well, there you go. That's the first time I found one of them on a 2001 in that area. The only things you ever find on these is rim cuds, but it's got a fill. It's not filled dye, it's actually chipped out. So it's chipped in there. It's got a nice little round dot. I've never had anything in the dates on these. I've checked thousands of these because I always look for the thin and broad date. And while I was talking to him, looking, I'm like, what's going on there? So yeah, there's a cud error on 2001, other than a rim cud. Mate, that's got to be scarce, rare. I've had thousands and thousands of them in my hand. There's the change over here, all right? And I've never had anything on that other than a bit of scabbing around the date, you know, where the dye's sort of, it's worn, but it's sort of rough worn. And looks like all little dots and stuff. And rotate, because you can get them rotated. But it's usually the only cuds you find on them is rim cuds, you know. That's all I've ever found. I've never found anything on the actual design, not on the Queen, none. No rotate. So you can get these rotated and you can get cuds just in there. You can get cuds on that there, on that flame. And you can get small and large head in these. That's a large head. I'll keep it there in case I get a small one to show you the difference. It's not much. There's 0.2 from the top of the letter into the inner rim, and the small head is about 0.3. The IRB is all spaced on both of them. So the IRB does not come into play to show you that it's a large or small head. They're exactly the same. You get massive rabbit ears on the 2016s. You get rabbit ears on the 85s. You get cuds on the hat. You get all of that dye filled with no inner jacket design, and dye cracks off the heel, one going up, one going to the rim. A nice changeover. Just clear some of these off. We'll go another $1. I've got 99 there, so we've got one on top. We'll see if we can compare it. The small and large head. And if it's a rotate, not pulling them out so often now, I'll tell you. I was pulling them out at a really fast rate. But yeah, this one's rotated too. So I was just saying I haven't pulled them out, so they're at 30 degrees. They're all the same. So 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 30 degrees. Every hour of the clock is 30 degrees. 12 times 30, 360. So they're all the same, 30 degrees out. Now check to see if it's got cuds in here, because I get them on this, on here, no. And it's a large head, as I expected it to be. All the rotates I have are all large head. I haven't found it on a small head at all. And the only thing on the small head has been cuds. So, I mean, that would be right, that they only did it on, you know, they accidentally locked that in at 30 degrees out. It didn't rotate to it because it would have kept going. And they're all the same. There's no in between from there to 30 degrees. They're all 30. So I'd say whoever put it in actually locked it in at 30 degrees out, compared to the 2001, where you can get that at every hour. That was actually loose and turning around. But this one, I reckon they accidentally locked it in. So I wouldn't expect it to be on the small heads, unless somebody, the same guy did it, same person did it. And I wouldn't expect there to be more than one die on the large head, unless the same person did it again. Then, you know, it could be anything up to 250,000 for one die and up to 500 for two. But if they only did one, they might have actually picked up it was rotated after they minted 100,000 or 20,000. You never know the mintage of the rotates. Anyway, that one was rotated. This one's all right. Yeah. That's a large head as well. Whoops. I'm trying to look here at, oh, anyway, I'm looking in two directions at once. Excuse me. Oh, look at 2000. Geez, that would have been nice if it was a mule. It's in, I mean, that's as good as you're going to get them. These 2000s, they're just horrible metal. You can just see they just ball peen hammered so easy. It's like they've been hit with a ball peen hammer. They're all the same. They're just, and the 2001s. Just soft metal. They just didn't handle the hits at all. And they get a cut. These get, these, the 98s and the 2016, they get the biggest rabbit ears, that cut. And this one gets the tail of the foot cut there too. You check them. But yeah, that would have been a real nice mule to find. Because yes, they're very hard to find anything that year in good nick. No rotate, no large head, and that's the broad date. And that zero is clear. That was just real luck. I've never found anything on them. I literally had tens of thousands of those. These go through my hand, right from when they first came out in 2001. I've handled these. So for 22 years, I've never found one with a cut in that zero. Just to give you some indication of how long it can take to find something like that. Broad date again, no wide, no large head, no rotate. Look, I'll do this one because it's on the top, so I want to see if I can find a small head to show you the difference between those two. I've shown them in other videos. I haven't actually done a separate video on it, but other lives where I've had them. Maybe 4 lives back, I'm pretty sure I found, and 4 back and 5 back. I think 2 in a row I found, 2 times in a row I found the small and large head. That's not the way I want it. No cards, no, that's not rotated. Just let me bring in the other one. That's the large head. They're so close together. That's really this could be a small head. Let me see if I go this way. Look at the top of the Z. Oh, they're so close. I'll have to keep the both of them and find another one. They're so hard sometimes to tell, you know. If they're not struck, you know, central, they can make problems with a little tiny inner rim. You need them clear, and they've been hit a bit too. It's making it like a really fuzzy effect to look at. So I need something clearer. Oh, that's nice to have that bit of check. That would have been a nice changeover. Anzac, it's not too bad. I'll keep it there in case we get a set going. 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18. All the 5 years are the same except for the date. And of course the mintage figures on are well, the 2014 is 22 million, so that stands out on its own as a really big mintage figure. And then the other four are all 2 million and 2.1 million and down. So the 2015, what's going on with that? The 2015's 1.4 million. 2016's 2.1, 2017's 1.9, 2018 at 2 million. That looks, and got the feeling like that's a proof. 2002 proof that's gone somewhere. I better keep that to check. You know, strange is good. Remember that. If things look strange, put them to the side and don't discard anything till you know what you've got. But looking from right up where I am, 1.5 foot away there, it's got all that glint in it like a proof. Like on here, it's got the frosting. Anyway, I'll have to check that. That's a bit different. Look, I've got one more I put on the side, so I'll check that and then we'll check some 50s. So yeah, I went down there 6 o'clock anyway, got tons, and I, you know, it was one of those moments in a movie where, you know, you're looking in the camera like, you know, idiot. Because I realised what I picked, what I chose. I looked in my left hand and I've got a Woolies plastic shopping bag, you know, plastic one. They talk about 10 kilos or something. Anyway, I got them and I had to hold them like a baby, you know, hand under one side and the other and carry them out like that. I couldn't just get them in the bag, it was just too heavy. Yeah, so lesson number 4, take a sturdy bag. Don't know, I actually took that out of my sturdy bag. I don't know what I was thinking when I went down there, what I was going to get. So anyway, yeah, take a sturdy bag. Get these as many as you can together and then check the ones on them. There's a thin one and then there's 2 thick ones, and the 2 thick ones have different feet and tops, and the thin one. So get a fair few together and just compare those ones together, and you'll find yourself a couple of well, 3 varieties. There'll be a thin and 2 thick. No one will know the standard until the mint tells us which one they minted first. So they're all varieties of each other, like the 2003. They're small and large design, but the mint doesn't know which one it minted first, so they can't designate which one was the standard design, so they become varieties of each other. There's no standard design until the mint tells you. Zap through these a little quicker. Just the same numbers over and over and over on these coins, you know, well, obviously. But there's a lot of them you just notice that they're just repetitive. Yeah, we'll get that out of the way. Alright, so I better keep those $1 for checking, and that one, that'll be for when I get back to the dollars. Alright, we'll check. Yeah, we'll check this 50s. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, weirdly, because I've changed where my bin is. I realised why my bin was over this side, because it helps with how I sit when my hands are. Try that again, huh? Alright, it's live, and when it's live you get what you get, isn't it? Not much you can do about it. Anyway. Nice 83. Oh, it was a shadow bar. It's got something there, but it's not double. And it's dirt. Anyway, it's always a way. Nice coin. Double bar, shadow bars would be nice. 66, 83, 93, 96, 97, and 2004 are all the ones that I found it on. But you can check all the other ones just in case. Come on, Millennium. Yeah, I know it's a Millennium. I mean, NQ's flag. No. Would have been nice, bit beaten up, but it's still been nice. Got a bit of shine to it. Let's check here for your die cracks. At the end, no, clear. I didn't get the fat letters on these, just die wear. They get thicker and thicker. Amazing. You know, the ones that, this is where it starts very first, is right there, that one, all the time. A little bit thicker, and that one. And then you'll see it on the others. This one, let's see. Just want to see if it's already started. Yep, it's just starting. See, it's thicker already. And you can tell on the top it's thicker too. So that one, the way it starts on this leg. So yeah, they cut it really shallow. Look how shallow they cut it. And the edges of those lettering on the die just wear outwards. And it fills where it's worn first, then runs into the design. And I've had them where they're nearly touching. So yeah, they should dig them down deeper. Stop that problem. Cut into it. I'm sitting away from I'm sitting too high from my camera now, the screen. Looking for the crop circle on these. Only found the one, 2019 JC. That might actually make my 100, my ton, pretty sure it does. Got a few of them, 2 million low mint. Captain Cook, and he's got the tilted to the right 7. He's got the excuse me, he's got the variety there. So I'll just show you a bit of paper here. Yeah, so when you're with the Cooks, there's the 7 is normally flat. Sorry. The 7 is normally flat, so when you run a line across the 0, you'll touch the top of the 7 and the 9. But there's 3, if not 4, I'm pretty sure I found 4, tilted to the right 7. So that tilts right, and that makes that bar tilt upwards. And then when you run a line across over the 0 and the 7, you see it takes you up to the rim. It doesn't touch the 9. So that's a tilted to the right 7 variety, Captain Cook. And there's the flat 7 standard. Excuse me. And about 3, I know 3 of, I've got to have a drink. I know there's 3, but I'm pretty sure I found 4 different tilted to the right 7s. Hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, bloody. Yeah, so I found 3 or 4 tilted to the right 7. So I look for them, but that's the variety. Captain Cook, 1970. I think 16 million on them. Or just 16.5 or something. Oh, here's another Cook. In better nick. Captain Cook is looking straight at you, isn't he? In this. Right through you. So this is another one that's straight. So how's that? I get to show you the 2 in one hit. So this one's tilted to the right and that one's flat. Alright. So we'll see how we go here. Let me just zoom up a bit. That way I can keep it down there. Yeah. So if I run it across there, you see, it goes across the 0, the 7 and the 9. Run it across the 0, 7 here, it hits the 7, so you've got to go back and that tilts up to the rim. So there you go. So I found 2 for you. So that's the standard flat 7. It's just straight, you can see that, and this is tilted to the right. Very marginal, and I'm pretty sure that's probably again the lowest you'll find, the angle, that one. And then you get another one that angles there, a bit more and a bit more. So 3 definite, possibly 4 tilted to the right 7s to collect, plus the standard. So there's 5, up to 5. Definitely 4, but possibly 5 here to collect. For all of those, for all the ones they made. $20.10, these can be rotated. I ain't got one yet. Again, I've had so many of these pass through my hand. That's some flinders, pretty horrible. That's just horrible. Oh, another Cook. I think he's tilted. What's this bottom one? 22. They get a bubble on the 22, just here, where the crop circle is on the 21. On the 22, it's actually gone straight to a cud on the tiny bubble cud. Same spot. And you can get cuds on the hair on the 21 as well. Just check under the beaks, because we found here on the 21s, check all these like the 2012, 2014, 2014 down here. Alright, so I think this is, oh no, what's this one? That's a flat 7. There you go, that's another flat 7. So a flat 7 tilted to the right 7. And see, it's just tilted just that bit, and that one's dead flat at the top. And then another one I got was also flat. So flat, flat, tilted. Yeah, so anyway, so your cookies, chicken chooks. Let's go this one. Nice 82 on the top. Little ding, but it's got a lot of luster. Nice stain though. Had 23 million on them or something. High mintage. 14. Crop circle. Look at both areas all the time on the 14. Got a crop circle just here. And one on the foot there. And these cuts here. The Roo Reed. The 5 to the shield. Yeah. So the cud there. I call it the Roo Reed because Roo Reed, right there in the corner. Check the foot. Oh, nice big one on the heel. There. And just there at the bottom of the shield. That will you'll find them bigger where it's joined the 5 that's bridged it right across. And then check all around your shield. Just give it a general check here, make sure there's no cuts here. I've had them there before, they blend in when you get them there. Yeah, so Roo Reed, 5 to shield, and a heel cut. All on, yep, 2014. 10s, 12s, 13, 14, 16, and then 11 and 15s to a certain extent. 15s more than 11s. The 11s are probably the least through those years. They get cuds on the roos and on the feet and around the shield. $73. There you go. Lowest under the 85 at 4 mil. Well, I round everything off, so you know, 4 mil. The 72 is 5 mil. But that's not too bad at 73. I tell you, you don't find them too overly good now. But you'd be surprised. I found some like, you know, like this. They just get in there. People today put them in tomorrow. Cleaning out grandpa's stocks, whatever. No, who knows? They go down the bank. Yesterday I went down and I had to take off and come back. There was some guy with a trolley. And he said bags and bags and bags and bags of coins. You know, I feel bad going there with just my small amount, putting it through the machine. But mate, he must have been there like 10, 15 minutes. But they were all in the trolley and they were all in bags. And then after he did that, he got a ton of coins out of the coin machine. So he's doing exactly the same for sure. I don't think he'd be a shop doing putting them all in and then straight away getting the coins out, because you may as well just take them out what you got at the shop and keep. So he's definitely doing some noodling, getting them all out of, well, my big bank anyway. 77 Jubilee, 25 years, not bad, nice. So yes, so I don't know who he is. He might be somebody that watches me. It might have been Cole Cowboy. He said he's down around the area. Didn't have a cowboy's hat on there. 97. Low mint, 4.3. Collect them, keep some of them, and get them in good condition. But I'm not keeping that. That's just, you know, wreck. Oh, and they get the double bar, shadow double bars on them. Better check. If it had the shadow double bars, I wouldn't care about that. $19.80 double bar, proper double bar. 21. Looking for that. I can bring it up. I'm putting the coin further away instead of close up. I can just bring it straight up. Oh, alright. And the crop circle, nothing. Crop circle. Then you got a Fruit Loop crop circle and the full dot underneath the beak. 2012, got crop circle on here. In here, I call it the Fruit Loop one because it's thick, like a donut. It's pretty big, round, got a hole in the middle. And this gets all the cuds. Check all of the 50 cents is for the cuds on the roo and the shield and the feet. I'm not fussed about them. I've got some. Alright, we've got another fitty. John, how you going, buddy? All the way from the UK. How are you? Oops. I'll just check that mark on there. Yeah, that's a big dig in it. That would have been a little chisel or something in it. Got me 79, no double bar, no. Look for the trail lines. Use the light, always use the light. Pick up anything. Don't use toothpicks or anything to find them. That doesn't work. Well, it might, but you know, if it's put it this way, if that coin hasn't got some sort of lubricant on it, and you've got even a toothpick, and you run it on here checking for die cracks, it'll leave the marks on there. When you use anything to clean, unless you're doing right at the very edge there. But anything in here, you don't want to do it dry, because the toothpick could put, if you slip, it could put marks on it. So I wouldn't be using toothpicks. I've seen somebody doing that in a video, and I definitely would just use the light. That's all you need is the light. And your glasses on if you've got glasses, and the magnifying glasses on this one. So I'll check for the die crack on there. But here, looking for the trail lines, and just use the light. And they're always from here this way, and they're always vertical. They could go on a slight angle, but they're always vertical, never horizontal. And here's the light. I'll just check that one. No, that one's clear. But yeah, just use the light. You're just doing that, you get. I haven't got my lights set up properly today. Normally I can get that shine on it like that. You get that shine, that shine where it's gone all like that. That's what'll bring it up. It'll bring up anything. If you got die cracks, it'll show you everything. Like that. You'll see all up here when you get it like that. So use the light, definitely. If you don't use that, you're going to miss heaps of stuff. So we've got the cud down there. And I'm looking at the top of his helmet there. Let's check. Yeah, dye's just starting to gonna wear. So there'll be a nice cud on the helmet on one of them. Yeah. So we got the big cud down here, dye chip on the chaplain's gown, but on there you can see that bit of scabbing going on. What'll end up happening, this is, if you do progressive errors, you'd want this one, because that is the start of the hat cud on there, where the dye is starting to wear, and we get cuds on the hat here, and you can see just there, but under the microscope, under my thing, you can see that it's scabbing. See if I can get it to show a different shade there. See that different shade going around there, that glowy shade? See that? That's the dye wearing. It's all worn, but not giving it complete double. And eventually that's where that hat cud's going to be. So that'd be a precursor to your, could be to your hat cud, if you got a hat cud that's got this cud on the gown here, because you might have them in a progressive error, but it doesn't have this at all, because there's a couple of them. And then you get a hat cud and it's got that robe there, error too, cud down here. So you can get progressive errors of them without that cud and with that cud. So there's two different lots again for you to collect if you want to collect them. They give you a few coins in two separate collections, themes. 2016, looking for that nice, lovely proof dye variety that I found. Now sold. Steve, Lucky Steve has it. And I haven't found another one, and I haven't heard of another one. They've got to be out there. If I got one, there's got to be more 2016s that have been minted with proof dyes, both sides, obverse and reverse side. And they do that. They're not going to throw out good dyes. That's too horrible to even look. On Facebook that said he's got a $1 with light round marks going all the way around there. I was just saying to him that it's probably just these that you see. They're end coins. It's from the rolling machine. Catching them. Gives them a bit of a skip. Most end coins. It's been an end coin in a roll. That's what it's been, right? That's the easiest way to say it. It's doubled up pretty bad. Look how doubled it is. All that. Let's zoom it. No, I can't get it to. Will it? No, this is best I can get it unless I brought it right. Oh yeah, right up here. I'm too far away doing that. Anyway, look, it's nearly all joined, all that. All the flora. And then he's back. But not here. There it is. Not there either. Not in there either. You can get cuds all on top of there too. He's doubled at the neck. Doubled down there. It's not fill up in there. Yeah, but not everywhere. But yeah. What about the letters? You get doubling on the letters here. Nearly all of them get it. It's dye wear. I have had them with dye shift. I've got a video on that, but it's 95% of the whole thing has a double in one direction, in a direction. They look different to dye wear. You can get wide date and broad date and standard date. This is standard, 1/2 mil between the 9.9, 1/2 mil between the 9.4. The wide date, there's a millimetre between the 9.9 and 9.4. If you put them both together, you see, and plus you can tell by eye anyway, realising that. But always keep an example of any coins that you have varieties. Give an example of the standard. so you can compare, because sometimes you do need to refresh yourself and look at and compare again, so you get memory imprint on the differences on small things, you know. Anyway, we'll do another 50. I won't get through all these this morning, but I'm probably going to have to do them off camera because I want to get rid of them. I'm here, I'll be here all day explaining every coin I come across. Another 73. Put that one there. Zoom out just a bit. Oh, sorry, I haven't looked over. Julie, how are you? Yeah, some of the coins are bad. Yeah, they are, John. Yeah, a lot of them pretty old. Oh, the girl with the beanie. There you go. What's that like, Julie? Yeah, a lot of these coins are beaten up like hell, mate. That's why you got to go through so many to find the decent coins for your sets. But even the newer ones, you know, other than the 2018, they're pretty bad. Like 96, 19 million of these, and you just can't find these in good nick. They are just as scarce as to find. Everything's that standard, and yet 19 million, one of the highest minteds. You can't get them anywhere, you know, to find them in anything looking like just the very fine plus or something, yeah, extremely fine. Yeah, I tell everyone, they're extremely hard. I've only got like 3 or 4 in 3 years, and there's 19 million of them, so they're extremely hard to find in good condition. I'll check that 80 for a double bar. Yeah. Four shadow bars. 80 double bars. Yeah, it's got double bars on it, this one. So double bar variety, just there. Look like train tracks. Mint put them in there in 79 and 80. They said it was a mistake. They ground them out, but they did it in 80 again. They did that 79, they ground them out in 80. So somebody didn't get the memo not to put that in the die. Everyone thought that somebody mistakenly carried on the reading, that the dice, the mint said no, it was just a mistake. But like I said, in 80, nobody got the memo because they did it again. And more than likely, they were just 79 reverses that they used. That's why it happened again. They didn't check some of the dies they had stashed away from 79 and clear them up. And that happened again 80, so that's probably what it's probably. The reverse is definitely, I'd say, the initial 79 reverses they had. Could even be 78s for all we know. I don't know. You know, they're all the same. The backs never changed, so they could have had 100 of them. Not just for that 1 year, but just they can go into the vault and just keep pulling them out and not have to worry about ordering too often. 2020, hey, how's that? That is the star of the show so far. At 1,40,000, yeah, 1 million anyway, for them. Beautiful. They are so hard to find. I found 2 now in the last 2, so that makes only 9 that I've got, or maybe 10 that might be. Since 2020, that's how hard they are. Low mint and extremely hard. Everyone's taken them out. They took them out with the $1, but then the $1 turned out from what were they, 100,000 or something, or 400,000 to 6.4 million. So maybe everybody kept the 50s because at that stage we didn't know what the mintage figures were going to be. And well, whoever kept the 50s did the score, not the $1. I got 2 rolls of the dollars that I swapped for the Aboriginal flag roll of $2, uncirculated roll. And well, those rolls of 2020s I got, they're not worth nothing. They're worth $1 each. That's it. Yeah, so, but whoever did the 50 cents, absolutely, they did really well because they're hard to find. They're only a million, so that puts them in the million club, 85, 93, 2019 IRB, and the 2020, all the million club. They're just over, just under, doesn't matter. I just round them all off to like the book's been doing anyway, I've noticed on some figures, just rounding them off, some of your books. Not my books, I just saw it online. And anyway, and I was told too. Yeah. So anyway, they're all in the million club to me, and they're very hard to find, all of them. The 85, 93, 2019 IRB, and the 2020 JC. Very hard to find. Yeah, so anyway, I'm waffling there. Very nice coin. 88 ships, beautiful. Beautiful. 8.8 mil. I think they're 88 and 8.8 mil they made. Anyway, 9 mil. Square it off at. That's really nice condition. Very nice. Like that. So yeah, show you the ships. They turn around. Beautiful in silvers, these. The 89 silver set that came out and had these in there. Beautiful. They were dated 89 as well, the silvers. Captain Cook in there was dated 89. 77 Jubilee was 89. And the Bass and Flinders. No, it wasn't Bass and Flinders, they went out. Yeah, anyway. They were pretty good. Nice coins in silver. All capsules on their own. Sets of 4. I think one of mine's the 88. I know I got the 88, then I got the 89 set. That's right. Anyway, I used to buy them and split them up. Looking for that. It's all doubled again. For the, so you get that light there. There's something just here between these ones. You can see they're joining there. See that line there, right? See that line? See that? There. See them? That's your trail lines. So just a light. There's more here. A couple of little ones there. That one goes down there. Starts around there. So there are your trail lines. And you can see it going up there. So they're raised, but they're not die cracks. They don't go through the design. They're always on the field, in the back. They can be real long. There can be many of them. Just a couple of them. They can be all short ones. They can be all long ones. And they're trail lines, and it's left over cleaning. The dust has been left on there. The lint, it buries into the die and creates furrows, and then it leaves them raised on here, but only on the fields. Never in the design. It's just on the fields. They've just got these fields that just got like that. There's burrows in them. And if it goes across the design, it just goes there. Then it breaks and picks up again here. So they're always on the field. And it's just liquids or stuff can go on, and or lint, anything that's in there that can't escape, other than your struck-throughs with your metals and that. These are continuous lines. And the most that I see seems to be the cleaning of the die and the end of the buffer, because remember the die is only small, and the buffer wheel spins around like this, and they're buffing it and buffing it, and as you know, when it buffs, it'll leave a trail of the dust there. You'll see it on your floors. If you buff your floors, and that's the same thing, and it leaves it on the die, and then the lint pushes into the die, because remember, these, when they're struck, there's no air in between these and the die. There's nothing. Whatever's there must do something. It has to do something. And liquids can do the same thing too. Yeah, they do the same thing. Not your structural oil, but other liquids can do that too. They don't steam and blow out the side. If it's water and that, it has to go somewhere, and it literally buries into the dye. And that's what happens. And you get trail lines. And that's the only one I know of with trail lines, is this one. They're the coins that we've got. There you go. Oh, there's one underneath. And if you want to look them up, trail lines, TRAIL. And you'll see most of them on the US coins, the dimes, I think it is. But anyway, look it up and you'll see. But the US coins have got them. That's where I looked them all up from. And I kept seeing these things as to what they were, because they weren't die cracks. And yeah, they're trail lines. Only on the 2001. It's the only coin I know that has it. So who knows, some overzealous cleaner polished the hell out of them, but didn't wipe out the lint and stuff, the residues. Didn't wipe it out, left it on there. Looking for the shadow bars, that 2004, 2016. Looking for that beautiful proof, like. No, you'll know when you get it. These are thicker, a lot thicker. Looks further away and just stands out. The design's just been cut in more, and the back, it just looks rounded. It's just so much detail, as you would expect from a proof die. It gets dug out and detailed. This is just rough compared to what a proof goes through. Every hair gets deeper. They can even put extra swirls in there sometimes too. The little extra one. They can become varieties. But anyway, yeah, look out for that. 2016. Broad, thick legend. Proof-like features and both sides. Well, both sides until one die went. They might have just changed one, put it with a normal standard, or taken them both out and stopped it. So who knows? There could be one-sided, could be either side with the both sides, or just both sides, and they didn't, when they took them out, they took both out together and destroyed them, as they do with proof dies. They destroy them. That's why they, if it's got life in it, they mint a few out for our circulation. I'll tell you now, they're not going to throw them out and destroy them. It costs too much money. And you got use out of it too. And there's no law saying they can't use proof dies to mint out circulating coins. Nothing there. Oh, we're on an hour. I'll do one more 50, and I'll call it a morning. And I've got to go through some. I'll go through them pretty quick and get them out of the way, because I want to get them back to the bank this morning. Oh, Gary, how you going, Gary? Oh, Gary's at work, sneaking on to the YouTube. Alrighty. 21, another crop circle. Just got one before crop circle. Not beak. I just got to dye that for 2 seconds. Oh. No, I don't. I'll keep that one. I thought my dog wanted to dive out. Oh, that's all right. $21. Crop circle. No. No die crack. Check this one for die cracks. I know there was a die crack somewhere on it when it came out, 2005. I don't remember where it was. I keep thinking it was up here somewhere. Off the legs, I'm not sure, but check it for die cracks anyway. Wasn't over that side, it was somewhere on that side. Nope, no crop circles. There's on the floor. Shadow bones, nope. 82, 24 lane, crop circle, nothing. 76, no. I went through that pretty quick. When he doesn't want to go, I'll get another one out of the way. Because I've got to check them anyway. No double bar. 77, 25 mil, nice. 81, nothing happens on them. 2015, get all your cuds, feet, shields, back of the roo. 2014, crop circle, heaps of cuds all around roo, all around the shield. 2012, crop circle on the shield, cuds all the way around. 69, not much happening with them. 76, nothing with them. Lamination floor is best you can find with all of them. You might get an occasional cud somewhere, but pretty rare. There's one, you get your trail lines, die crack off the roo, off the emu. 73, lowest under the 75s at 4 mil. It's horrible. 2012, crop circle, cuds everywhere. 75, nothing happens. Lamination floors. 16, no, 16, dirty 16. Jeez. Look out for them joining up and becoming an 8 if they get dye wear or chip in there. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so looking for that proof dyes used on this, and cuds and stuff all around the shields and the legs and the bottom paws. 2010, looking for the rotate, and it gets some of the worst errors all over the back there. Got one the other day, showed you it was every part of that shield except for 2 spots didn't have cuds on it. It was a shocker. It's the worst one you can get anyway, 2010. After the 2005 World War II coins, they're the worst. They were that bad they stopped production during the year of them. 34 mil, and they cut it down to 20. So he's got some going through there, tiny one. Little trailer ones there, little trailer one. Oops. Just really light. There's one there. There's one there. One there. There's a couple of tiny ones in there. Little trail lines. 94, looking for the wide dates. Not standard date, 94. 2017, nothing happens. Oh, look, nothing happens to him, but we do have something happening. Eddie Momo, and he does get something happening on him. He gets a error on that inner ring. He gets cuds on there. I've got 3 of them. As my dog, as my daughter's getting up, he's going to cry. Yeah, so look for cuds in that ditch, that incused area on the Eddie Mabo flag. So there you go. The second one in the last fortnight, I think. Yeah, 1.4 mil, there's low mint. Low mint. Don't know if that's... So it's the same, you know. It's not dirt or anything. Oh, yes it is. Oh, it might come off. So that's alright. It might just flick off. Anyway, it's in nice condition. There'll be aware there, but it's still got luster on it. Excellent looking coin. It really is. Just needs just a wash. Get that. And that little bits that get on them, that's what happens when they stay there. They end up staining it. You can't get them off. If you're lucky and it just got on when you got the coin, you might be able to wipe it off, but it'd leave a surrounding stain on it if it's been there a long time, unfortunately. But still, nice. Very nice condition. Sharp on the edges, so 1.4 mil, as unexpected. Eddie Mabo. Right, so many coins build up here. I'll just push them off, because that gets the appetite going, doesn't it? We're going to do another one. Oh, see you later, Julie. Ta-da. Yeah, just got the appetite rocking for a millennium. Be nice. Oh, well. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Read them and wheat, mate. That's my third one in a row. ACT. 2 mil. Extremely hard to find, and I found them in good nick too. That last one had a stain down the side. This one makes up for that. That's excellent. This is the one you'll always want for your set. This one, the South Australia and Norfolk Island, those three, they'll always be the ones in the end that you'll want. Guaranteed. There's a $6 coin in 2002, these things. I know what they're going for now. But they're the key. They're the highest key to your set. That's the hardest one. And then, like I said, South Australia, Norfolk Island. But that's a beauty. Yeah. Now I do need Norfolk Island. I'm going to need 2 now. And I'm finished off the set. So the last one I got, that left me Norfolk Island. That gives me... Oh, then I had the 2. No, I actually got all my sets completed, except for Norfolk Island. But 2 of them, one of them had the ACT was all stained down the one side, like it'd been sitting in something, you know. Anyway, that makes up for it, because I can upgrade to that one and that other one. Well, yeah, it's a spare. I don't like them being stained, you know. If I sell them, I try not to have anything like that. Try and, you know, if they're going to be like this, like, yeah, all the same. But when you got some that are half stained and the others, yeah, on the side that you want to look at, like that side, it's not very appealing. Just got a little bit there, but yeah. So cut error, chip out of the die on the gown as normal, usual. I don't know if I've got one there. Put it there. Yeah, I don't know. There's a die crack on them somewhere. I'm not sure where. There's no fine, no die cracks, no hats, no hair, no nose, no chin. No. 35 different categories of errors to put for these. If you want to collect every one of the errors and in all the groups that they come in, I'm on 35, maybe 36 now. mass amounts of them. That's why they stopped production of them. They're the worst coin ever in their whole history. I don't know anything that's got 35 groups of, I don't know how many errors. There could be 30 errors that they've got on them. Yeah, they got everything. They were shockers. No crop circle. No crop circle. Oh, it's a 79 double bar. Oh, there's another good score. 15 80s to every 79. Somewhere there, 10 to 15. So that's all right. That goes with the 1980 double bar and the 79 double bar. And there's two. And they're varieties because the mint did it. It's not an error. They might have been error in judgment of putting it in there, whoever did it, but it was in there and they put it in there. So there's a variety. It's not die wear or anything to do with any striking problem, which becomes an error. Oh, that's a nice 12. Of course, no Fruit Loop, crop circle. 2010. Oh, come on, bear rotate. No. 69. See nothing. Oh, I'm on a roll. I can get another one in. Yeah, that's all right. Don't send me any of them, Jobby. I'll look for them, mate. I check that many coins that have come to me. And the other thing is, I'm not in a rush for them. I'll tell you what I'm looking, what I've got for sets or whatever, but they just get done when they're done, mate. I'm just showing you guys. There's other coins of interest that I'm looking for in here. They're just on the sideline to fill up and make sets up. And once you make sets up, they're worth good money too anyway. The 20 cents and the 50s. Another error here. Cud. Just got one on the cheek. Nice big one. Nice big cheek cut. Right there. There's one on the nose there. These are older now, they've been hit around. So you're gonna, some of the errors that I found back in the day when these were brand new and I was getting them in rolls and everything, as I did, might have worn off now. My videos will show you, or my photos, I'm all on Facebook, 1600 of them. Yeah, so it's a cheek cut and a chaplain's gown. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a problem down here with the federations in Victoria. I found all. I got complete sets there. So I tend to find that the set stuff we seem to do all right. Mightn't get too many in a run, but we seem to be able to get everything for the sets down here. I haven't had a problem really with any of the coins, even the $2 of getting them here. So I've got to say that Victoria gets all the coins, definitely gets the coverage. As to what it gets in those coins, it can differ. Sometimes we get a ton more, sometimes we get the same as other states that they got where it's harder to get, and sometimes we get less. But we do tend to get all of the coins here in Victoria. I've got to say that. And I mean all the coins. I found all the coins. Mules. So it's all been down here. Now that 96, you might think that's crap, but I'll tell you what, if you were looking to do your set and you found that, if you discarded that, you'd be kicking yourself for a while, I'll tell you. I'll keep it and see if we do find anything better through all these. They're very hard to find in good condition. You basically got to take what you find and just keep finding a little bit better and a little bit better and upgrading. Unless you want to go all out and buy one from a mint set or buy a mint set. Oh, it's a bit dirty. I think there's some trail lines in there. I'm pretty sure they're little tiny things. And dirty. Oh, there's a nice 72. Again, mightn't think so, but yeah, 5mm, and it does jump out. And it's got some luster on it to look at. I mean, that's a better light, so you can see that. It's a nice colour, nice silver. So that's alright. Well, I've got 73, got two 73s here, and that's 72 there. So you've got to get the light, but it is better. That wasn't too bad. 2012. Oh look, it's got the loop, fruit loop crop circle. Another cud there, so he's got a crop circle. On there, last one out of the deck. Just right there. You can see in there's a crop circle, nice round. There you go, see a lot better in this reading here. There it is. So that's the crop circle you're looking for. Someone told me about some dots too. What was that one? Who told me the dots? Reef, how you going, buddy? Who told me about the dots? Where's the dots? Which one had the dots? Who's got the dots? Not the 88 dots. Somebody was telling me about a coin that's got snake eyes. Oh, who's sending me the snake eyes coin and what was that on? I didn't make note. Gary, is it you? Did you tell me you're sending me a snake eyes 50 cents and said that it's in this flat here? It's Wisey. It's on the 22. Thanks, brother. So Wisey said that he's sending me one, and it's called snake eyes. Obviously, it's two raised dots in this area here. So he's sending me one to check over, and so I got to remember that one. So anyway, so it's a nice crop circle there. There's not too many around. That was pretty good. Nice coin there, and it's nice too. But you can see I call it a fruit loop. Anyone in Australia that eats fruit loops, but you got a donut. It's very nice, different to the 21 on the cheek. Not in the cheek. Oh, that's a 2019. That's not it. Where's my 21? This one. So there's the crop circle there on that one. So you can see it's a different crop circle on the 2012. Besides the fact it's on the reverse, but it's bigger, thicker, stands out bigger on there compared to that 21, that crop circle to that crop circle. You can see a neck there too. Yeah, there you go. That was alright for the last one out. Yeah, no, look, I'm going to go. I've got tons more $1.50 is there. What's the time? Yeah, I'm probably going to, I've got to check them anyway. I should put some coins there. I've got to check them anyway. Sorry, I should put something there instead of blank. Yeah, I have to check them anyway, so I'll I'll come back on. I'll leave it as it is, and I'll come back, and I'll go through again. I want to get through them before lunchtime if I can, so I can get them back down the bank. I'm already piled up with coins here, just from that. All right, so I'll be back soon, shortly, after I have a feed in the fag and something else. Yeah, sorry, Reef, you just dropped in and I'm diving off again, mate. But I'll be back anyway. You got replay, and you know the best. Oh look, where is it? Come here. Where are you? Oh man, I'm gonna bleed if I put that coin in. Oh, did I put it in? Oh, you're not gonna believe what I've done. Oh man, I put my 2020 50 cents. I've put it back in the pile with all the coins. Oh, you wouldn't believe it, would you? So I found the 2020. And I haven't got it. It's in there. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, alright, I've definitely got to go because I've got to get my 2020 out of there. Can you believe it? After I found that and I was talking about it, and oh, it's not there. I just realised to show you the the pick of the crop, besides the ACT and the Marbo. These two, you know, okay, but it was the 2020. 24. Oh, I'm not kidding you. I've got the lousy 2019. I mean, big deal. That makes number 100. But I've actually put back in there my 2020. I've got to go through all them. Jeez. All right. I'll be back later. Put your notifications on. All right. See you all. Thanks for dropping in. All right. Ta-da. Bye-bye.